'Cause I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away.
My name is Ayobami Ayoola Ayolola. So Ayola is actually my middle name that I use as my stage name. And I'm from Oyo State, Ogbomoso North local government area to be precise. And even more precisely, Ile Abubu is the name of my compound, just in case there's any long lost relative out there that's from the same place. I'm the first child of 5 children. Of course, first male child as well. And I have 3 sisters and 1 younger brother. My hobbies are I'm a simple man. I like to sleep when I get the chance. Even when I don't get the chance, I like to sleep. I also I'm a gamer, I like to play games. Although recently I haven't had the opportunity to do that as much as I'd love to. I was born in Kano State. By virtue of that, my early years of education was in Kano State. I went to a school called Ekwa Nursery and Primary School. Then I went to Christian International School, CIS in Kano as well. Then we all moved to Lagos, the whole family moved to Lagos. And then I completed my secondary education in Binta International High School. After that, I went to Wisdom Gate, somewhere on Adini Jones Ikeja, and then went to Covenant University for 4 years between 2005 and 2009. Then after that, I served in Warri, Sapele, to be precise, for a while.
If you don't know what I'm tell you, get to see the do me. The way you do the things you do.
Honestly speaking, I was very smart in school. I was also very, very playful. It was a mixture. I'm sure I was one of those guys that the friends would hate when the results came out because we used to play together. You were the reason why I didn't read, because but you would pass. I was in Kano, but when I came to Lagos, things changed. I became distracted, more playful. You know, Lagos is not like Kano. Lagos is the real life, you know what I mean? How I discovered my acting skills. I wouldn't even say I discovered it, because the first time I ever got on stage to play a role in a stage play, I'll never forget it. My character name was Alhaji Mustafa. I can't remember how the play went. I think I was in nursery 2 or so then. My mom was my costumier. She made the agbada I wore, you know. So I can vaguely remember that. I remember the hall. I remember it was like end of the year thing, something like that. But then in 2009, yes, I just decided to go for an audition because I was home, I was bored, I didn't know what to do, I was broke. So I saw an audition, I'm like, okay, let me try it out. So I went for the audition that day. I didn't know what to do, I didn't know how to go, what to take with me. I got there, and as soon as I got there, they said, oh, well, we've gotten everyone we need, you can go now. So hundreds of guys stood up and, mingling started. So the man noticed me from afar and said, you come. I'm like, is that me? Okay. So I went there and just literally gave me something to read, and I read it. I didn't even do anything. I read it and he says, okay, are you free? I said, sir, I've never been busy all my life. So that's how I got the role. And from then on, it would be auditions after auditions, hundreds of auditions. I still went for one 2 days ago or so. So yeah, that's how it started for me.
Look around you, what do you see? I see the blessings of the Lord. Look around you.
Title of the first ever film that I appeared in, I think it was a series called Echoes on Galaxy TV at the time. Can't remember how long we shot for, but definitely over a month. Or running into 2 months. I didn't finish with them, but I think I got paid 20-something thousand naira I can't really remember, but the money was nothing. But to be honest, money wasn't my motivation. Was I happy about it? No, I wasn't. But I was passionate about it. It looked like I had opened up a new channel for myself. Acting, my first ever audition, and I got the role. I'm like, oh wow, how? So I was more excited about the works than the money at the time. The money was nothing. The opportunity was a lot better than that. And that was a stepping stone. And I mean, I'm still climbing. My parents have always been supportive of my career. As a matter of fact, before I even knew what I was supposed to do, before I even knew I was able to sing or do whatever, they put me on that path. Yeah, they put me on that path. If you remember correctly, I mentioned my mom being my costumer for my first ever play as a child. She costumed me for that. So there was always this support. There was a time my dad and my mom, after NYSC, they were able to talk to someone to let me know when an interview was supposed to happen in Abuja. I think it was for, I can't remember the company. And then on the same day of the interview, I was supposed to have a show. I was the PA to Mike Aremu. Very good saxophonist. He literally brought me up in the industry, took me in, I lived with him, I was his PA, I was his backup singer. So on that day, my Aremu was supposed to have an event in Ibadan, and I always loved carrying his saxophone box and also backing up for him. He now clashed, so I either choose that or go write the exam or do the interview in Abuja. And it was a good paying job at the time for someone who wasn't earning so much. But my dad already knew. It was like, let's just tell him for formality's sake, I beg your pardon. And he said, he will not take it, but let's just tell him. I literally put my parents in trouble with the person who opened up that opportunity, because I unknowingly made the person look unserious, not knowing I was being pushed by passion, you know what I mean? So my parents have always been supportive. I didn't have to do any convincing, you know, to have them on my page. They are actually opened up the page for me, you know. As regards creative expressions, either as a singer or as an actor, I would say it wasn't always easy for me. Like you rightly said, I started off as a singer. I won a show called Project Fame in 2012, and by virtue of that, I went into the music industry.
The winner of Project Fame West Africa Season 5 is Ayo!
I won it, put acting on hold, followed the pursued music squarely, and then did that for a while, and then in 2015 I put music on hold to focus again on the acting, because now this is, if you've noticed everything I've said, I've always mentioned put one on hold, this on hold, yeah. Because I know how demanding these industries are, both of them, I decided, you know what, let me focus on one at a time. And I was learning on the job, I was getting better, I was researching on my own, and got to a point where I felt, okay, you know what, I think that I can begin to slowly reintroduce the music. How do I do that without forgetting the acting? Okay, let me do it for the acting. Let me do the music for the films I'm appearing in.
Drink up in the air, all of my guys, I got you.
So that's how something like TMC's theme song came about, because there was already the history of my singing that I put 100% into, then put that on hold and focused on this. So I had already registered in the minds of people, those that remember that, okay, yeah, he sings and he acts. He could do both. He could do it for soundtracks, original scores. So I would say for someone who wants to merge both, it's not rocket science. If you could do both, you're more of a superhero than I thought. Congratulations, go ahead, you know, don't stop. I think I remember one very, very discouraging moment I had coming up as an actor. And it would be after going through so many stages of auditions, pairing with people, spending days, and God knows how long. Finally get the role. And I was congratulated, oh, congratulations for getting the role, this and that. And then weeks go down and they're shooting the film. And I'm like, wait, but I was told I got this role. I was just waiting for the call to come and then somebody else is filming the same film. Your character is somebody else. Wait, at least they should have told me. Maybe it's because I'm still upcoming, I'm nobody. So I made up my mind never to have to introduce myself, especially in this space. I work so hard and so smart. I make such an impact in whatever time it takes you, so much so that you really don't have to make so much of an introduction. And it's not going to be a thing of pride, it will be a thing of show me your works and I can tell. I would say there are 4 major opportunities that helped put my face and my name in the minds of people favorably. And I think I would say that in chronological order. First, it would be Project Fame. So I won it in 2012, and I mean, lots of people got to know me and they trusted me with the fact that I could sing and perform. And I still have people come to meet me and remind me of those days up till now. Second opportunity would be Skinny Girl in Transit for Ndani TV. So I got on the show about 3-4 years ago, and it was just a huge change. It was like, I don't even understand. The viewership of the show grew tremendously as the years went by, and I was just so privileged to be part of the growth, you know. A lot of people started watching it. The story was so amazing. It attracted a lot of people here and in the diaspora, a lot of people. And then thirdly, it would be Jemeji for Africa Magic. It was a year-long project that I shot for about 10 months. And it's still airing now. They had aired it earlier, and they re-aired it again, and it's still going on. And because it was a show that was aired on TV every single day of the week, even during the weekends, they did the omnibus. It just kept my face and the face of my co-actors, and just kept it in the faces of people every single night. People were looking forward to that. So there was some level of consistency with appearance on TV and content and all that. So that's the third. And then the fourth would be the men's club for Red TV, which is something that's still being showed now.
I'm not gonna fall for it. Go!
So it's also a web series that anywhere in the world you could watch it. So that increased the fan base outside the country as well. My words of advice to youngsters who are looking at hoping for the opportunities to be household names and be remembered for the good works that they do on TV and behind the camera, I would say you're on your way, you're doing well so far. But don't give up. Don't give up, don't be afraid to learn from your mistakes, and expect the mistakes as part of your lesson, as part of your building process. People will put you down, they'll discourage you, some out of love, some out of hatred. But set your eyes on the goal. Don't waver. Don't distrust the process. You know, I would say practice makes perfect. So while your eyes are on the goal, while you're looking forward to your hopes coming true, don't ignore the place of practice. Don't ignore the place of research. Some people learn on the job. It is dangerous. I would say if that's the case, which is like the case of most of us here, we learn on the job. It's advisable to actually learn on the job, but fortify yourself with learning in your closet. You know, what you pay to learn, or what you pay to learn, either with your money, your time, your efforts, whatever payment you use to learn, people will pay cash, pay favors to come and watch.
Ayoola.